All right, team. So we're gonna do a little bit of Pilates, maybe a slice of bar in there too, but just kind of get the spine moving, the body moving, get the core going. Lay all the way down on your back. First, engage the core, Pilates style, and just good deep core style. I'm gonna turn it over this way. Transverse abdominis. So 1, suck the belly button in towards the spine. You suck it in like you're buttoning up that last button of your pants. Or maybe not your last button, but my last button of my pants. I sometimes got suck it in. Then pull your tailbone away from you so the lower back pushes down onto the mat. Let me show that again. So 1, suck the belly button in. 2, press the lower back into the floor, and I'm kind of scooping my tailbone under, lengthening the spine. 3, take my ribs and try and draw them down and in. Yeah, subtle movements. Do that again. Release it, check it out. 1, suck the belly button in. 2, lengthen the tailbone, push lower back into the floor. 3, tuck the ribs in. Already, you should feel the abs working just doing this. Keep that connection. Bring one toe up and down, other toe lifts and lowers. All about stabilizing in the core and trying to keep that 1, 2, 3 connection. Now, if you have not done a class of mine before, or just a reminder if you have, this is all about going to wherever you feel like. It could be different than how you felt yesterday, will probably feel different than how you feel tomorrow. So listen to your bodies, don't judge them. Just see where your body wants to go today, where feels good, where you want to push, where your challenge and limit is, and honor that space. If you like, see if you can lift both toes up and down. Now that probably was harder. You may be disengaged from the core, so re-engage that 1, 2, 3, pulling the belly button in, breathing into it. If this is too much, stick to that single leg. All right, either both toes on the floor or keep them up in that tabletop position. Curl head, neck, and shoulders up. Lengthen your arms long. If this is too much on the neck, you can do all of this with the head down. Lift the arms up about knee height, and then put them down towards your hips. Lift up knee height and down to the hips. That's your full range pump. Pump those arms. Then we're gonna add breath to this. This is our Pilates 100. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 10. In, out, 2, 3, 4, 20. Inhale, out, 2, 3, 4, 30. If you need to take a break, you can at any time. In, out, 2, 3, 4, 50. Straighten your legs straight up towards the ceiling if you can. Out, 2, 3, 4, 60. Squeeze inner thighs together. Out, 2, 3, 4, 70. Now lengthen the legs away if you can. Out, 2, 3, 4, 80. Keep the 1, 2, 3 of the core. Out, 2, 3, 4, 90. Last one. Out, 2, 3, 4, 100. Bend the knees, relax everything down. Give yourself a gentle rock and roll side to side. Ooh, core should be feeling nice and warm. All right, taking it into a roll up. Okay, roll up is hard. You may not be able to roll up all the way, in which case an option is to just curl up right here, then lower back down. This is great. This is working those top abs. In fact, let's all just do this. You can have the knees bent, or you can lengthen the legs long. But this is a perfectly fine place to stay. If you want to go up a little bit higher, you can try and curl up higher and then curl back down. But it is not necessary. If you want to curl up even higher, you can try curling all the way up. Sit up at the top, maybe reach forward. I gotta bend my knees a little bit because the bookshelf is in the way. Then curl yourself back down. Keep the shoulders away from the ears, one vertebra at a time. 2 more of those if you're going all the way up. Curling up, rounding the spine. Or you stick to just that upper body, just that head lift. 1 more. Curling up. You're trying to articulate to the spine. I have a really big sticky spot in my lower back, so this is always really hard for me. I'm kind of cheating using the bookshelf. Don't tell anyone. But if you can't make it all the way up, that's all right. Knees go to tabletop position. All right, you have the option. Just bring the knees in and stretch the legs out. Knees come in, stretch out. I'm going to shift a little bit. In, stretch out. Get that 1, 2, 3 of the core. Belly should be feeling it by now. If you want a little more, push into your hands, push into your arms, do a little tuck of the pelvis. Try to control this. It's so hard to control this. We wanted to bounce it up there. Whew, that feels so nice and easy. But it's going to be a lot more in your abs to try and lift control, maybe even hold for a second and then lower down. A little tuck, lift, then lower down. Oh, I feel that. Deep into the abdominal wall. 2 more. Last one. Oh, yeah, nice work. Extend one leg, other leg goes up to ceiling, grab onto that leg, just give yourself a stretch. Little point and flex of the foot, you can roll the ankle around. So I have been trying to do more Pilates. I'm classical Pilates certified. So I do both on the machines, on the apparatus, and on the mats. I train clients, or I used to, before all this happened. Ground down, one toe goes up to the ceiling, single leg circles. Circle around, pause at the top. Around, pause at the top. Keep going. But anyway, I've been trying to personally do Pilates more frequently, because I kind of forgot. Pilates is a really great system to do every day. It doesn't have to be strenuous. It just moves your body around. It keeps your spine healthy, keeps your joints lubricated. Circle other direction. Try to keep your hips still and your shoulders still. Stabilizing. So it's not about like being that big giant CrossFit sort of hit workout in, which those are great too, and definitely every now and again good to do. But this is just nice just to get the body moving a little bit. We just need to move our bodies sometimes. And hold it all the way up. Curl head, neck, and shoulders up if you can. Otherwise, then you can keep the head down. Grab onto that leg. If you need to bend the knee, bend the knee. Float the other leg up. Watch out for any books or anything. And do scissor kicks. Switch, switch, switch. So a lot of Pilates not only works on strengthening the core, but also getting to those deep foundational muscles and working our flexibility, working our mobility. So we don't just strengthen, but we also work our bodies to move better and to feel better just in general. Hold the other leg, set that leg down. You should be on your second side now. Grab onto that leg, point flex the foot, roll the ankle around. And it's not too strenuous, or it doesn't have to be so strenuous, that you can do it almost every day. It's not going to be one of those exercises where you can't move the next day. You might feel sore. Maybe some days you won't be able to move. But it's really just, I don't know, it just works with your body, not against it. So anyway, I am inspired to be doing more of these Pilates workouts, and will perhaps be live streaming them, just if anyone needs, to move with someone else, and to be guided through. Happy to be here providing a little Pilates for all of us. And for myself, I need it. Get single leg circle on this side. Circle around and up. So this is not about how big the circle is. It's about how still your body is. You're a big, strong oak tree. Your roots are going down into the ground. Push your body into the floor. Circle other direction. That leg above is like the wind on a branch. It's trying to move your trunk. Don't let it. Keep those roots down into the ground and stabilizing the body. Good. Grab onto that leg, float the other leg up, adding little pulses this time. Pulse, pulse, switch. Pulse, pulse, switch. Pulse, pulse. Keep going. Add that breath. Use your hand on your leg, try and lift a little bit higher. Lift higher. Higher. One more each side, make sure you even out. Good, and release it all the way down. Yeah, rock and roll yourself all the way up to sitting. Whew, just gonna adjust my mat a little bit. So it's a little more this away. Because we're rolling like a ball next. Now this is a tricky one. It doesn't work for everyone. You may not make it all the way up and all the way back. And if this does not feel good on your spine, please just come back down here and just do leg lifts. We're not gonna be here for too long. Grab onto your ankles, round the spine, try to get your ears in between your knees, roll back to the tips of your shoulder blades, and then come up and try and find your balance. As you roll back, I tuck my pelvis under like I'm trying to tuck a tail in between my legs. Try to keep the heels as close to the glutes as possible, and breathe. 2 more. Massaging through that spine. Last one. And hold at the top. Grab onto one leg, extend the other leg up, roll all the way down, single leg stretch, and switch, and switch. You can rest your head down for sure right here. Do not have to lift the head up, can rest it down anytime. I know a lot of Pilates is a lot of that curling up, which doesn't work for everybody. So I know I'm gonna be planning on doing some more sessions where we do more back extension. So we're moving the spine in the opposite direction, which is really good for all the hunching that we do. It combats that. So stay tuned. We'll be doing some back extension today too. Even both sides, both knees tucked into the chest, double leg stretch. Extend the legs out, reach towards your heels or past your hips, then tuck back into a ball. Take a moment, breathe. Wait, curl back up, lengthen back out. Choices, options. You can stick right here. If this feels a little inaccessible for you today, stick those toes up towards the ceiling, or you don't have to go out as far. Just keep the belly pulling in and try to keep those abs working in that 1, 2, 3 direction. If you want a little extra spice to this, instead of reaching the arms forward, reach them overhead, biceps by the ears, tuck back in. This is what we call our hollow body. Ooh, had to train this hollow body position a lot in my aerial training, and sometimes I forget about it, and then I do sessions like this, and I'm like, oh yeah, I should be doing that more, because it's hard. Hollow body's hard to hold. 2 more. Reaching. Last one. Yes. Toes go up towards the ceiling, or you can bend them down or rest them down. Just upper body crunch, lifting up and down. Now cradle your heads in your hand. Your head in your hands, or multiple heads, whatever. And really grab onto the nape of the neck and grab onto your skull with your hands and lift the skull up and then lengthen it. So I'm actually pulling my head out and up, trying to reach my head, and my arms are lengthening the spine. Option to keep the head lifted, lower the legs down, lift the legs up. Abs should definitely be feeling that fire by now. Don't worry, after we finish this, one more exercise after this, we'll flip it over, we'll get into that back extension. 2 more. Elbows wide. Last one. Crisscross, like a bicycle, cross the elbow, cross the midline, try and tap it to the outside of the opposite knee, then switch. Hold. Look over that back shoulder, and switch. Hold. That twisting of the spine. Switch. The twist is what gets into the oblique. Keep breathing. Twist it. Twist it. Twist. Twist. 2 more. Last one. Yes, relax it all the way down. Woo! Hold on to your stomach. Elbows underneath your shoulders. Reach the chest forward and then lift the chest up. Give yourself a stretch into the core. Now I'm streaming this. Hopefully it's going to my Midnight Martini Burlesque profile, which I haven't been streaming classes on there since quarantine began. But now with this new software, I'm hopefully going to be able to stream on there as well. So hopefully on both my Facebook profiles, because I have one for burlesque and I have one for fitness, and then the YouTube channel, which all the information, well, most of the information is above me. So hopefully lots of different ways to check us out, me and Bucky out. Now rest your forehead down on your stacked hands. Pull the belly button in. So as we do this, to help protect this lower back, a lot of times we just arch up. Some of us have really flexible backs. I feel like, especially in burlesque, we're always sticking our butts out. So we have a really flexible lower back, but that's also why a lot of us have lower back pain. So as we're training, we want to protect the lower back by sucking my belly button up. It's almost like I have a tack underneath my belly button, and I'm trying to lift it up off of that tack. Your belly may not lift off of the mat. There are my fingers that I poke through. But as long as you're trying, you're strengthening. So breathe and then suck up. Try and lift that belly button up. Keep the belly lifting as you lift the hands and the forehead off. So you probably won't come up as high. Lower down and lift up. Go at your pace. But again, we're protecting that lower back. As we're performing, we still want to be protecting that lower back. But of course, I'm going to let my belly go a little bit more to stick my butt out more to accentuate the curve. But as we're training, we don't need to do that. In fact, we shouldn't do that. We should strengthen the other muscles, so when we do that when we're performing, we don't hurt ourselves. So that's just a little way. Don't worry about what it looks like. Focus more on how it feels. Pull the belly button in and then just hover. Hover. Should feel harder too to keep the belly button sucked in as you try and lift. Hold it up at the top. Reach the arms back behind you. Do little reaches with just the arms. So notice I'm not moving my chest. I'm not going up and down here. I'm just reaching my arms, shrugging my shoulders. Pull back. Pull back. Engaging through the back body. Is the belly button still sucking in? Keep breathing. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, rest it all the way down. Give yourself a moment, give yourself a breath. All right. I'm going to keep my arms reaching that way, mainly because I don't have enough room in here, but you can also reach your arms overhead for this next part, going into swimming. Reaching arms back behind, keep pulling the belly in, float the toes up, a little bit more forward, then lift the belly button, so the legs may not lift that high. Reach the toes, reach the arms, and then just start to do little paddles of the feet and little swim arms. And you can do this overhead by doing this with your arms reaching overhead. You can also do it to the side. This is like single leg circle. So we're trying to knock our body off balance, then we're asking our core and the trunk of our body and our back body to stabilize us. So it's not about getting big kicks in here. It's about pulling everything in, resisting the movement of our arms and legs. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Push it back, child's pose. Knees go wide, victories barely touching, hips sink down towards the heels, and breathe. Get a little sway side to side. Now I kind of said that this isn't strenuous at the beginning of class. I mean, it's strenuous in its own way. But again, I think it's gentler on the body, where it's hard work. I will never say it's not hard work. It's definitely hard work. But it really helps support movement and helps support our body so we can move better every single day. We hopefully aren't feeling dead the next day. And again, you pause whenever you need to. Work through some cat-cows around the spine, lengthen the spine. All right, in this cow position, that same thing. Pull the belly button in. So this is, if you can see it, is with my belly button just released, and I can really arch my back. But if I suck my belly button up, then I'm protecting that lower back, and I maybe can't arch as much, but I'm going to protect this whole core, and I'm engaging the muscles, which is the point of this exercise. Round the spine, lengthen the spine, keep the belly button sucked in and up. Round the spine, lengthen the spine, keep pulling the belly button in, round the spine, tuck the pelvis under, lengthen the spine, keep the belly pulled in. 2 more. Last one. Good. Bird dog. Extend opposite arm, opposite leg. So reaching out. Maybe you can reach all the way out. Maybe you just extend a little bit, depending on your body, depending on your space. And bring it over to the other side. And keep that belly pulled in, reaching out, finding the balance. Bring it in and stretch. You're balancing a cup of water on your back. Don't let the cup of water spill. Just like single leg circle, just like swimming, see a pattern here. It's all about stabilizing the body, trying to throw ourselves off balance and learning how to be centered enough to not get thrown off balance. It's like a lesson in life. Always having chaotic things trying to throw us off balance. And can we be grounded? Can we be centered to still hold on and keep our balance in the middle? Not all the time, but hopefully, that's why we're working on it. Last one, make sure you even out on both sides. Excellent. All right, from here, tuck the toes under. Hover the knees off of the ground. Just hover, lift. If that feels like too much, then just stick in this quadruped position. Bring it down. Again, just that much push into your shoulders. See if you can hover the knees, or maybe just hover one knee, hover the other knee. Hover one, hover the other, or hover both. And lower down. Good, again, press up. Should feel that core really engaging. And down, 2 more. Press up, hold, and down. Last one, press up, hold, and down. Nice work. One hand threads through that gap. Give yourself a twist. Hips stay up into the air. Put the back of that shoulder or the meaty section of the shoulder down onto the mat. You can kind of rock forward and back. Ooh, yeah, I feel a crack. Switch other way. Meaty section down. Shifting forward and back. A little spinal rotation. Rotating that spine, so good for us. We usually don't do enough of it. Okay. Lay all the way down on your side. Get a little bit into that side booty. And then we'll work on our posture. Knees tuck in. Bring the top leg up. All right, this is one of my favorite bar Pilates series because it works. Extend this top leg out. Flex the toes, angle the toes to the ground, heel towards the ceiling. Do little lifts up. The more you can get your knee towards your nose, which is going to depend on your flexibility, going to depend on your body type, and don't judge it, just go where your body can go. Totally great to be down here, yeah, as long as you're pushing to where your body is. So I want you to feel where that limitation is, where your hip joint, you are up against your hip joint, because that's your resistance. So as long as you're up against your own range of motion, that's exactly where you need to be. You draw little circles around. Flex through that heel, pushing energy all the way through the heel of the foot. Pound out this glute whenever you need to. Circle other way. Check in with the belly button. Draw it in, just like we did when we were on our stomach. Keep the belly pulling in strong. Good. Bend and press. A little bend, kick. Bend, kick. Like you're kicking down a door. Stamping into the ground. Kick so hard it makes your thighs shake and quiver. Can we kick a little bit higher? Can we kick a little bit faster? Kick, 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 kick. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Hold in 4, 3, 2. Hold it. Lift it up 1 inch higher. Bring it 1 inch closer to our forehead. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it all the way down. Give a little pound out into that glute. Yeah, see? Not too bad. Maybe it was bad for you. But again, just a little bit. We just want to get a little bit into those hips. And these are the sessions that I'm hoping to do daily. So I'm not going to focus as much on burning us out. It's more about just getting into the muscles, making the muscles move. Over to the other side. Same thing, bend the knees in, extend that top leg. All right, second side is never like the first side. Both sides are already fatigued a little bit. Flex that foot, toes to the ground, heel towards the ceiling, little lifts. Up, up, up. And some days, muscles feel different than other days. So some days this series might feel long, some days this series might feel short. You need to take that rest or that break. It is all about listening to your bodies. As long as you're listening to yourself, wherever it is today, you're on the right path. That's exactly what you need to be doing. circle it around. Press through that heel, pull the belly button in. Shoulders are stacked, hips are stacked. That heat, that fire, that burn, starting to get in there. Circle other way. I am also doing a boy band bar class tomorrow, if you're watching this live or watching this on the same day, which is June 20th, 2020 at 1 p.m. Central Time, Bend and Press. So if you're around and want to join me for some guilty pleasure bar time, join me tomorrow. If you're not able to join live, I will have that video available afterwards, so you can join afterwards, hopefully. Speed it up. Can you press a little bit higher? Kick a little bit harder. Ooh. Yeah. 8, 7, 6, hold in, 4, 3, 2, hold it. Oh, lift it up another inch. Bring it a little bit closer towards your forehead. 3, 2, 1, bring it all the way down. Yeah. Ooh, who said anything about not burning? I regret that statement. All right, bring it all the way up into a mermaid, we call this. Bending the knees in. If this does not feel accessible, you can also do this position where one leg is forward, the other leg is bent. We're just trying to get a big side lean. So wherever you need to be. Also, if you need to, you can grab a pillow or a cushion and bring your hip up. It'll give more space for your legs. Inhale. Take the hand, see if you can grab onto your shin, or maybe you can grab on or reach towards the mat. Other arm goes all the way up, bicep by the ear, and then stretch up and over. Pull the belly in, feel a nice stretch down to that hip maybe, stretching out all of that side hip we just got into. Come all the way up, sit up tall, and again, reach over. Now really spiral the heart up towards the ceiling. Come all the way up. One more time. Inhale, lengthen, reach over. Reaching, like there's something across the room on a high shelf you're trying to get. So I'm not just collapsing over, I'm extending and really reaching as long as I can. Come all the way up. Ooh, bring those legs over to the other side. Again, you can be here, be tucked in, or you can find whatever works for you. Bolster yourself up, sit on a chair, that also works. Inhale, lift, and reach over. A lot of this is just kind of finding what works for your body. And if you have questions or requests, please let me know. I always love getting feedback from people, and that inspires me to do the next things in class. So let me know if there's anything in particular you're like, ooh, can we work on this? Or that didn't work for me. Can we find a variation? Absolutely. All the time. Yes. Inhale, lift up. Working that posture. Exhale, reach over. Now spiral the heart up towards the ceiling. Working the spine in the 360. We want that spine to be mobile. It can move all around, rotate all around, not just in one direction or two directions. Last time. Inhale, lift. And reach. And usually all of us are sticky at least one direction. Maybe two, maybe three. Our spines get sticky with all the sitting we do, all the hunching over we do. We all do it too. It's not just you. Here we come all the way up. Ooh, all right. Working on that posture some more. Lengthen your legs out in front. Here, I'll face this way. Figure out hip width distance apart. If you can't get your legs straight, you can bend the knees, or again, you can sit yourself up on a pillow, on a yoga block. Just give yourself a little bit of height so you can stretch those legs out. Arms come in front of you. From the belly button, you curl the spine. So let me actually face sideways. Round the spine, like someone punched you in the stomach. That's a violent imagery, so I should find something different. But if you think of that, someone has a string on your belly button and they're pulling it back. So it's not necessarily reaching forward. It's really stretching the lower spine, the lumbar spine, and then reaching your arms forward against that oppositional force. Then stack the spine up, reach the arms overhead. This is the real juice of it. Just trying to find that good posture, lifting up, open up through the collarbone, and tuck the tailbone, initiate from the belly button, curl yourself, round it down. This may not feel like much, or it may feel like a lot, but it's doing a lot. Again, if we don't use it, we lose it. So if you're able to sit up tall, if this feels somewhat easy, that's great. You got to keep doing it every day. Otherwise, eventually we stiffen up, especially as our bodies get a little bit older. Our muscles get a little less flexible. Last one, hold it down. Bring your hands down to the floor if you can, or you can bring them onto your shins. You're just gonna push down into the ground. Push as hard as you can wherever you are. Automatically that should feel tension in your core. Feel a lot more into that core. Pressing as hard as you can. Keep holding and breathing. 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes, stack the spine all the way up. Saw. Legs go out. We're almost there, almost to the finish. Just ending with some rotation. Hands go to your shoulders. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, twist. Hold here. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Keep going here. As you twist, notice if you shift your hips or if your sit bones move. If they do, plant them down to the ground. Don't move the hip bones. You're spiraling in that upper spine more. May mean you don't get as far around, but that's all right. All right, we're gonna add the saw to this. So inhale up, exhale, twist, pinky finger towards pinky toe, reach down, lift that back elbow back behind you. Come up center. Exhale, twist, pinky finger towards pinky toe, back elbow trace, and lift that back behind. I know it feels awkward, but that's okay. We're working. Twist, saw it down, lift the elbow back behind, and up. Twist, saw down, and up. One more each way. Saw down, up, twist, saw down, and up. Nice work, everyone. Give it a little shake out in those legs. Whew. All right, last little thing, and then we are gonna end in a Shavasana today, because it's Friday, so, you know, we're easing into the weekend. But we're gonna do a teaser before we get to it, so we gotta get to those abs one last time. Teaser. All right, teasers are hard. I'm saying for myself, they're one of my Pilates kryptonite. So just do the best you can. Again, maybe you just do an upper body crunch right here. This is great. Would rather see this than for you to try and hurt yourself and use momentum. Extend one leg, other toes down by the ground. The further away that toe is, the easier, the more assistance you'll have rolling up. Inhale, exhale, roll yourself up, trying to reach towards the toe. Now here's where the posture comes in. Open up the heart and try and flatten the back. And then you can round to go back down. Stick with this side. Inhale back, exhale, curl, lift up. Try to keep the shoulders down. Open up the heart, shine the heart, flatten the back, then curl back down. So it's finding that posture at the top. It's that extra little step. One more on the side. Curl up, open up the heart, curl down. Switch legs, other leg comes up. Woo, inhale back, exhale, curl up. Notice if one side feels better than the other. Open up the heart, curl back down. Try and roll through that spine, one vertebra at a time. Curl up. Oh, see, maybe you make it, maybe you don't. That's okay. Open up the heart, curl back down. Oh, last one. Inhale up, or exhale, either one. Open up the heart, curl down. All right, if you want to try going for the full teaser, you reach overhead, curl yourself up, try and get to your V position. Again, open the heart, straighten the spine, then round the spine, curl down. Inhale. Otherwise, just keep alternating your legs, or keep just doing those upper body crunches. All are great. All are working the core. All are a great way to finish. Last time, wherever you want to be. Some are prettier than others. Curl all the way down. Nice work. Draw one knee in towards your chest. Roll that ankle out. Bring the knee out to the side. Just kind of open up the hip and let that knee move around wherever feels good. Let the knee fall all the way over. Spinal twist. And bring yourself all the way over like you're laying down in bed. And take this top arm and reach it back behind. Keep the knee down. So this shoulder is reaching, you're reaching the hand, but the knee stays down. That's gonna have you twist in your thoracic spine, that's the upper spine, not the lower spine. We have way more rotation in our upper spine than our lower, so we don't wanna force the lumbar, that lower spine, to over-rotate. Plus you might feel a really nice open stretch in the front of your shoulder. At least I do. Bring it back center, switch over to the other side. Bring that knee in, rotate the ankle around. Give yourself a moment just to breathe. A moment of gratitude for moving your body. Whatever it did today, don't judge it again. Release any negative chatter so you can let that go. Bring it out to the side, and move that knee up and down. Any shame or guilt, that's not gonna serve you. See if you can just release, just let it go. See if you can. Sometimes easier than other days again. But then see if you can actually give yourself permission to be proud of whatever you did today. Even if it was just laying down on the mat and then watching the rest of the class. That's all right. Bring the knee up, all the way over. Yeah, go onto your shoulders. This knee stays down, then you reach the other arm back. Oh, it feels so good. Giving yourself some gratitude for whatever happened. Because your body is amazing, wherever it is on its journey. It's an amazing, amazing thing. And trying to approach movement in celebration of your body. Movement should not be to punish the body. It should be to celebrate it, to honor it. And bring it back to the center. Ending with a little bit of a Shavasana-like ending. If anyone's a yogi out there. So let the feet just kind of fall out. Then roll your shoulder blades back underneath you. Palms facing up. Now really lengthen the spine. So you feel that reach from the crown of the head and through your tailbone. Spine growing longer. Take a moment just to breathe here. Try to feel the heaviness of your muscles down into the mat. Showing up onto your mat today. Thanks for being here, checking it out. And I have a lot of other classes on YouTube channel, on our website. There's a lot of free online classes there. If you have any requests, let me know. Join us tomorrow for our boy band bar class. It's gonna be a lot of fun and silliness. Bring your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a little squeeze. One more moment of gratitude and thanks. Gently rock and roll yourself forward and back. Bring them all the way up to sitting, or however you want to get to sitting. Find a nice, easy way to sit, whatever feels comfortable to you. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down, and find that posture, lifting up through the heart. We do our boss pose, clasp the hands, put them behind your head, open up the elbows, then lift it through the heart. Right here is lifting up to the ceiling and not arching the back though. So pull the belly in and just think of the sternum lifting up. Open up the elbows, feel maybe a stretch in the shoulders. This is called the boss pose because it's like you're kicking back in your big executive chair. It should be called the vacation pose more. Feels more relaxing that way. And stack the head back onto the spine. We'll end, this is the way that I end most of my burlesque classes. I've been ending a lot of my online classes by fluffing our aura. Hands come together, rub the hands together, giving yourself some positive energy, all that good juju. Little shake out, cross it up top, in the middle, down low, lift the energy up, and let it pour down on you. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. Whoever is out there, I appreciate it. Let me know if there's any technical difficulties. Again, this was a great way to move the body, but also it was kind of a test run of this new software that we're working with. So let me know if anything happened out there that's weird. And then, let's see what else. I'll throw this up here too. We have a Patreon if you want some extra bonus videos and bonus content. Patreon right there. We have also, for those asking, sometimes people ask if they can just donate for a single class. I'm just gonna throw that up there, but we always say it's not required. We're just putting it up there for anyone who's interested, but we know a lot of people are able to do that. A lot of people have lost their jobs like we have, are struggling right now, or it's fine. We just want you to move with us. We just want you to connect and move with us. And if you like this, give it a comment, give it a share. And yeah, thanks everyone. I hope you enjoyed this intimate little pop-up setting. And hopefully we'll be having more of these. So you can check it out. All right. Have a good rest of your Friday. Be safe out there if you're going to any protests or marches, and just be safe in general too, whatever you're doing. Happy Juneteenth, everyone, and yeah, we will see you next time.